Good morning, dupes, and welcome to another episode of the Oxygen Not Included series. Just let it run for a day, just to see how things are going. I got this built up. Obviously not something we'll be using in the immediate future, but, you know, the more we can get built, the better. I've locked these because they were actually going in here to work on these ladders that I was putting there as plans, so... whoops. Didn't mean to do that. What else has been going on? We're getting that turned, which is good. I don't think it's Jeremy right now. So we're good there. Wanted to take a moment to thank Commodore Ben Jeffers for pointing out that when I was talking about the gases that I would be using to cool down the air before sending it into the base, I had them flipped, and I was actually talking about the worst one, so it is not chlorine that we want to use, it's hydrogen. So, good thing to keep in mind, because again, I was talking about the exact opposite of what I wanted to be doing. But I'm not surprised. I get these things flipped a lot. I need to learn more before I play this game. So, first off, ooh, we have a new dupe. Do we need a new dupe? Good question. Let's see. So there's not exactly anyone that I want to completely ex-nay on this list. So that's kind of cool. Not really looking for Bonhee. The uncultured is nice, but being destructive, not great. Then we have the vomiter and the ugly crier. This one can't do research, and this one takes longer in the bathroom. But I'm not sure which one I need, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this and kind of wait. I don't know what you guys are excited about. But I'm going to go ahead and wait and see how this episode goes. And see if there's a certain thing we need help with. Oh. Probably excited about the research finishing. Good. I'm super excited about that because I want to start filtering out some of that gas. So refinement, oxygen, deodorizer. Use the sand to filter polluted oxygen from the air, reducing disease spread. So plonk, let's get that guy right there. And it'll start clearing that up, which will be nice. So we're getting it all over the place now. Because that stupid wall removal earlier. Can't believe I didn't think about that. Oh well. So we need new research. I don't like this part. I don't like deciding what to do next. I guess it would be smart to start looking into power situations, so that's not necessarily what I want to be researching next. I think I'm going to go into researching the electrolyzer and then follow up by the hydrogen generator. So, I believe I have everything I need to start this water system going, so I might work on that right now. Go ahead and get that built up. Alright, so here is what I have planned for the... whoops. Here's what I have planned for the plumbing. So clean water will come out of here, go out into this sink, and then supply these two sinks. And then I guess I'll carry it over, and then supply showers over here. And then this one will take any of the dirty water from the sink showers, bring them down. Any dirty water from this sink, it'll bring it down. Ooh, this sink will be a problem. We'll supply it here and then probably connect it here and send the dirty water that way. Because I am going to replace that one with a nice sink. So that will be good. And then I apparently already got the power situation almost entirely ready. I've brought the cords down to here and I just need to hook them into the systems. Just doing that. I don't want them running until they're ready, you know. So we're gonna do that. I've brought this guy up here so that we can go ahead and... Can I put food in this? I think I made a mistake. I think I want the food in one of these, a ration box. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna deconstruct that and put down a ration box. What I'm gonna do is take these really germy mush bars up here and drop them on the floor and let this little guy eat it. Because the germs are never gonna die unless we get them somewhere sterile. There is chlorine and stuff over here, but not good enough, and I don't want them interacting with that area a whole lot yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the floor, let that guy eat it. And get rid of it, so it's not just sitting there and turns to rot. I mean, I could use the rot to put into the compost, but we have plenty of stuff to put there for right now, so. That's the next plan. Oh, we got a little baby shine. Oh, look at him. Just hatched, and then we have 2 more eggs, so these 2 are about to die. Which is too bad, but at least they're still laying their little eggs. Oh, here's another baby. There's babies everywhere. I wonder what a baby one of these looks like. Never seen one. I'm a little nervous. I have this area marked out right here. And it really feels like maybe I had a plan for that room. But God, I have no idea what that plan was. So hopefully it wasn't important. At least we have a room marked out there. I mean, none of these are marked out for any particular reason. I was using them just to mark where rooms were so I knew for this area. It occurred to me, I don't think I've ever seen this little tiny hatch jump up onto these lips right here. Like, do that one jump. Can they not jump? Like, I guess that would make sense, but it didn't occur to me. And that'd be a problem because that's where I put the mush bar. So here's to hoping that little guy can go up that one step. I wonder when they become an adult. Huh. I guess we'll see. Aww. I don't know how to transfer that down a step. Because you can't tell them, like, pick this up and move here. You know, the only way I was able to get up there was to build that storage, get it in the storage, destroy the storage, and then it drops on the ground. So, there's no room down here to build anything. Anyway, research just finished, so let's go get that other thing researched. The coal generator and the hydrogen generator. Alright, so we finally got our deodorizer built. Snoops was putting some sand into it. There we go. Is that making her germy? She has a bit of food poisoning on her. She'll wash that on her way out though. So yes, the deodorizer is now working. Look at it go. It's amazing. It's like this little bubble of less polluted oxygen. Snoops, get out of there! Being cold is the least of your concerns right there. It's taking a bunch of pea water and it's like, it's kind of cold. You're not the biggest problem. Alright, so we're not starving. It looks like Stinky got some food and that was good. And we've got power going. That's the main problem at this point, I think, is just there's a lot running on the power system and we have very little being done. We're almost done with the plumbing over here. We've got this one square left. And then we'll have a little bit of a system, and then I'll start adding in the sinks slowly. I guess this one could probably be deconstructed and we could add a new sink. But the hardest part is, while I'm changing over the sinks, I don't want the dupes, like, getting really germy and, like, leaving, and we always have a problem with that if there's not enough sinks, so I'll have to babysit them while I transfer over to the new sink. Which is fine. But then we'll have this little loop going and it'll be lovely. But we do need... I guess there wasn't a pipe here in the first place, so... Oh, we're back to starving again. Meow. And I really don't think that this little guy can get up here to eat this mush bar, which is too bad. Huh. The pipes don't seem to negatively affect the decor, which is interesting, and I'm not exactly upset about. The sink gives a good positive, so that's going to be nice. That'll certainly add into this area, which will help up into here, because they can see through the tiles. Yeah, this room's a disaster. What just happened? No! I deconstructed the wrong thing, apparently. So... whoops. I guess I'll be fixing that real quick. Thought I deconstructed the sink, but I didn't. I told them to get rid of the water sieve. And then we need it flipped right out, because there we go. Sorry guys, you shouldn't have listened to me, I was lying. I didn't mean it. Alright, so we got that back. go ahead and stick some power in now that that's there, and yeah. And watch as our system crumbles under too much power desired. Hopefully that gets researched soon. That said, it's not like I have anywhere to start my system. Or that's another thing I should decide, I guess. So I was trying to decide where to put our power situation, which will actually also be our oxygen production for a little bit. And I found something kind of interesting. So over here you have absolite, which is very good at keeping temperatures in. So at first I thought maybe when I saw this blue one, that's just what absolite looks like on its own, but it's not. Because down here we have some that's red. So I think that means this is attached to a cold biome, which is super good. I would really like to get into a cold biome and see if we could find some of those freeze worts. So I wonder if the next thing we should do is try venturing over this way. It might be nice. It means I kind of want this system running, because then we could go through in here and that would keep the chlorine in this area. Alright, so again, I've been trying to figure out the best way to do this with minimum contamination. So maybe I'll get this hooked up to the power like so. And really watch my system struggle. But this will only be taking, only should be working when there's like a gas in this room. I don't think it'll try to run otherwise. We'll have to see. Ooh, I need to be able to get up into here. So let's get a ladder. Ooh, research is also complete, so let's go ahead and get that checked out. Excuse you. Thank you. Maybe getting some of the automation stuff. So we'll start with the cords and stuff needed. And then we'll get the Atmo sensor down here. Another thing I should really consider doing is the artistic stuff. Like, it's important, but it, like, as you're working and building your base, it seems so minimal compared to everything else. Like, yes, it makes your dupes happier, but at the same time, they need oxygen and they need power and... So how is this system looking? Let's go into the plumbing. Alright, so we have... Oh, it's not a huge system yet. This is going to get backed up pretty quickly because this doesn't have anywhere to go. So that's where the loop ends. So let's go ahead and get maybe a shower here. Just because... In and out. That's still so hard for me to remember that it goes out the green one and goes in the white one. I don't know why I struggle so hard, but I'm trying. I'm getting closer to remembering without a lot of effort. But I was saying we should add the shower just so that we have a bigger system and then we can concentrate on that, because I'd really like to see if that is indeed a cold biome over here. Did you see? I don't know if you could. It recorded that, but when I was moving around, I was getting like big blocks of solid color for some reason. Yeah, across the bottom right there. Did you see that was yellow? Don't know what that's about. Alright, looks like we need to switch over to... this is tough. So we need to switch over to mush bars, right? Because we're out of... Oh no, we got a little bit more lice left. But I don't know how to tell them not to eat these ones. Because once we start having to produce the mush bars, we're going to have to enable the ability to eat it again. And these are going to be an option. So I guess if fate has it, so that these are still in existence by the time that they need mush bars, they're going to all have to have the runs. I don't know what to do about it otherwise. So just hope in the future we can avoid super germy dirt in our food. Oof, I didn't... Is it... Oh, that's decor. I thought that was temperature. I was like, oh my god, it is really warm down there. I didn't realize. No, we're good. That's just decor, which we expect to not be nice. Are we out of stuff? No, they just are building at really weird places. but I guess this is a pretty good priority. So I thought of a way, albeit a weird way, to get that mush bar down to our little creature, and I'm just gonna deconstruct the tile it's on for now. Strength, the meat measures I'm taking so that you can eat, little one, are impressive. And it does eat mush bars, yeah? Because that would be silly otherwise. Yeah. Okay. Oh, freaking of course! So I finally got the tile gone, so that our little tiny hatch could eat. But our little tiny hatch grew up as soon as I finished removing this, so he can now jump up there. So it wasn't even a problem. Now he can eat it. Ooh, I got our shower completed. So let's see, is that working? Yeah, so now we have more water in the system, which is good. It won't use these pipes. Oh, but there will be another shower. That'll be good. We could start working on maybe deconstructing that guy. The question will become, will we have enough piping and everything to get all of this liquid out of the system? It's nice not having to prime it with clean water. Not nice that they peed all over, but at least we have a good use for it now. They can all wash their hands with it. I feel terrible thinking that. Don't you guys love your life in this rock? Get all shower, wash your hands, in that stuff, and pee. Alright, you. First thing I need you to do is, ooh. What am I doing? Disable to enable auto repair. Okay. Snoops. She gonna go put that water here? Okay. And then you need to go wash yourself. Put that away. Good. Alright, move to the kitchen. So she can use this to wash herself. That'll be good. And then we'll get medicine sinks. Put that right there. Get that as a pretty high priority, please. I'm so excited to find out whether that is a cold biome or not. So the new update is coming out soon. Ugh. We're out of copper. Okay, that'll be something we need to pay attention to. The new update comes out in like 2 weeks, and I'm very curious as to what the topic of it's gonna be. What are we gonna get to see new? Hopefully it's not the one where we can no longer wash our hands with germy water. Because that would suck. Because I'm working completely off the fact that right now you can use germy water and not get germy. Thanks for being over here, Stinky. We do need to find some copper, though. The best place to get some copper. So here's not a lot, but I do want this dealt with anyway. So we'll get a little bit there. I think the next area that I would probably go up into is in this area and get these. And then after that we've got this big node, and then we have a bunch down here as well. That one has not bristle blossom, muckroot that we could also get for food though. So does this up here, so we'll see. So luckily our bathrooms are well underway. Look at Chance getting his first shower. Look at it, he's so happy, he's thinking about food, taking a shower. Alright, so we have starvation. We have no more lice loaf. Alright. Looks like somebody, oops, no. Looks like somebody is going to be eating some extremely germy food for a little bit. Oh, I don't know if this was the case before. So I just made it so that I made it so everybody could eat mush bars now. So if they're gonna eat this, they're gonna eat this. I think before, unless you switched it to red alert, they'd continue sleeping even if food became available. I'm not 100% sure. I might just not have come to this situation where I could see it. But as soon as I switched it so that he could eat food, he's getting up, getting out of bed to eat. So that'll be good, except he'll probably be tired for the rest of the day. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. We'll also have to see how sick this makes him. Stinky was still eating. It took him forever to eat. Recently consumed food poisoning 2,390 germs. So his immune system's going to be tanking for a little bit. It's minus 7% per cycle. We'll have to see if he gets... oops, nope. We'll have to see if it makes him get diarrhea. Yes, so he has diarrhea. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure Stinky's the one who put the germy poo dirt into the system. So maybe it's fitting. He did eat all that was left there. He was so hungry he took what was available, and that's why he took so long to eat, but hopefully it doesn't make him too sick, but at least it's only one person who's sick. I feel bad for saying it, but it's just how it is. No, I didn't catch who it was, but somebody got this really, really germy. Why? Can we, like, disinfect the plant? Nah? Dang it. Well, I hope whoever did that probably was Snoop's, but there's not. Nope. Stop. Go. Wash your hands before you make anything else worse. I see this is going to be a cycle problem, so is it going to be Stinky now? Let's try to catch it. Yeah. Alright, you move. Go wash your hands in the kitchen, please. Good. Alright, disinfect. Everything needs disinfected. So those germs on those plants are dying off, which is good, but it doesn't mean there's not going to be germs in our system now. Let's go ahead and switch this back over to lice loaf. Just because it's much better for the plant. Nope! I need to add, I'll probably just add 2 ticks to her sheet that she has been caught germy twice, and not only that, but she is making it so that everybody else is. So, Snoops, you are germy 2 times. That brings her up to 4 times that we've caught her germy. I'm trying not to count, or I've decided not to count things during this time where, like, I'm keeping an eye on them and the sinks aren't really working. I don't know where she's going to continue to get so germy and not deal with it, but anyone who's, like, leaving the bathroom and the sink's dirty, I'm not counting that just because it's not really their choice. I'm just marking the people who have apparently gone out of their way to get disgusting and is now making all of their food germy. Welp. Sorry. You also get ticked, and you have the negative consequence of going right after getting germy and eating. Apparently I need to make this a both ways direction thing. Alright, there. Oh, I shouldn't have had it left anyway. Yeah. That's my fault for having made that backwards. I have made a great mistake. I have removed our sink without having the materials to make a new sink. And we've done it! We have completed changing over all of our sinks. We have 1 shower, eventually we'll get to the other. But it does cost copper, and we're getting low on that, and I'd rather that be going into the power system and the cords and all of that, so yay! We probably won't have to really pay attention to the germs anymore, which will be nice. The only thing that I may need to pay attention to is I've churned down the number of germs needed for them to auto-disinfect something, just because the shower wasn't getting cleaned. But that does mean pretty much every time they use those toilets, they're going to want to clean that. So there is that potential of while one's cleaning, another comes in to go to the bathroom, making it more than the 2 needing to wash their hands. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if that becomes a problem. But next episode, hopefully we can get this little bit running so that I can explore over this direction and see if this is indeed a cold biome, because that would be amazing. What we'll do is get this stuff running right here, and then have a ladder go up in through here, and then get out this way, so that the chlorine, all of this isn't entering the system yet, which I would prefer. We'll go ahead and cancel those, just because that way we'll get the walls built up, and then because we'll have the ladder and everything out to go this direction, we'll be able to build the walls from inside and keep as much chlorine and all of those gases on their own as possible. What is this dude doing? I think he's falling. Let's see. If we start playing, is he gonna fall on his back? Plunk. Nope, he was just doing a flip. Cool. Very cool. The other thing we'll be doing once this is running is getting a ladder down into here, and potentially we'll see what's behind the security door. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.